welcome back to the Connect Show on Fox. So I'm super excited about our next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, she is showing you how to trust, surrender, and let go. Right? Doesn't just saying that feel good? Trust, surrender. Yes, Christian. I know nothing about yoga. Don't take any tips from me. Nim Stant, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So, first let me ask the ladies, who here is really into yoga? Who's really giving it a go? Anyone? Raise your hand. A little bit. Okay. 1 out of 4. Okay. 1.5. 1.5.
I've only done COVID yoga.
Oh,
That's
good.
I love that. I love that. So you've dedicated the last 20 years of your life to inspiring others to unleash their limiting beliefs and really go all in. So how do you find that trusting this principle of yoga allows you to do this?
Let me tell you my background a little bit. I came from Thailand. I came from the third world country. And when I came to United States, first time I was 20 years old, I could not even speak English, right? And I have to learn, I have to do everything on my own, learn how to drive the car, start everything on my own. And it's super hard. And a lot of, negative self-talk in my head, right? It's just like a lot of like, you're not good enough to be here, you're not strong enough, you're not good enough, basically. So then I get into yoga and, I learned that yoga is not about stretching your body to be like a pretzel. It is about the inner piece. It is about the inner mindset, the inner side, right? Something that you need to exercise inside, not just the outside. So I use the principle of yoga to help me get through all that tough time, all that challenges. And that's why I'm writing this book, Go All In, right now.
Wow. All right. So first of all, I kind of know the answer to my question just because you exude your piece that you teach people. You can feel it coming through the screen. However, $10,000 is a lot of money. And going through COVID, before COVID, women would come together, they do all these retreats and you would organize this. So then COVID happens and you're having to adjust and readjust. And through that, you had to refund clients thousands of dollars. And it was a difficult time and you got through it, but what were some opportunities that allowed you to shift your business? How did you create those shifts in your business to overcome those struggles?
Well, I just want to tell you that I'm not a superhero. Like, okay, refund $10,000 is nothing. Well, it's really stressful at that time. That was in February, when the time that I just signed a contract with, the venue for 11 more countries to host a retreat around the world. So when when the COVID hit and we all can't travel, that's really give me stress and anxiety. And I allow myself to stay in that darkness for like 3 days. I call it darkness for 3 days. Just like be with it. That's okay. You do not have to like avoid it, right? You don't need to numb your feeling and act like everything is so positive. So be with it. That's okay. Accepting, and then learn how to pivot it. And this year, actually the best year for my business so far, because in the last 6 months, I was able to hit that 6-figure business within this 6-month time. Turn around, think of, here's the tips to think of what is it that people always ask you to help with. Right. So people ask me to help about the business tips. People ask me about how to creating the brand, the authority, for the brand to make more sell, to get more clients. So I create an online course right away, change my whole new website, creating my online course right away and sell that. Yeah.
I've had several women just on the show and in person that have said that this has been one of the best years they've ever had professionally and financially. And I think it comes down to mindset. And I think, like you said, we have to acknowledge those feelings, because if you don't acknowledge them, they're just going to stay there until you do. Right. But if you acknowledge them, you deal with them, you just don't become it.
Right. And ask yourself, like, how long you're going to stay in that state, right? How long you're going to stay in, feeling stressed, feeling yucky, feeling that, you fail, right? You're not failed, right? It's just the timing. That's all. But get back up.
I love that. And I love what you said about just sitting with it. Sometimes we just have to sit with that. And I feel like so many women are, well, just everybody in general, men, women, children are all dealing with this during this time. What is a way that someone can find you or contact you, whether on social media or your website, if they want to learn more?
Yeah, my name is Nim, N-I-M. So Nim Stant across the platform. You can check out my website at nimstant.com, Instagram and YouTube as well.
Coming up next, we've got a giveaway from Damon John. He has a new book coming out. It's called Power Shift. And I really believe it's something every woman in business and female entrepreneur won't want to be without. Find out how to